Welcome back to our channel, the fastest, most complete update of the most attractive, thrilling and dramatic episodes of the hit series Beyond the Gates. If you are a fan of mysteries, unexpected shocks and earth-shattering revelations, don't take your eyes off the screen. Because right now we will bring you a story that cannot be missed, with developments that will give viewers goosebumps. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to the channel to always be the first to know the latest episodes from Beyond the Gates. It all started when Ashley accidentally discovered a shocking truth that she had never suspected all this time. Late one evening, when the house became eerily quiet, Ashley decided to rearrange the pile of old forgotten files in her office. But at that moment, fate dragged her into a more dangerous spiral than ever. In the drawer of the filing cabinet, among the seemingly normal pile of papers, was a thick medical file with the name Martin printed prominently on the cover. This was the man that everyone had long thought was perfect, a successful businessman, elegant, exemplary in appearance, always knowing how to behave, creating absolute trust from everyone around him, including Ashley herself. But when opening each page of the file, Ashley immediately realized the abnormalities that were difficult to explain. The medical examination results, blood tests, prescriptions, and even the doctor's signature all showed signs of being forged in a sophisticated way. There were clear sections of text that had been edited, pasted over with techniques that only a perceptive or professional person could recognize. Ashley's suspicions grew as she examined more closely, delving deeper into the seemingly harmless pile of documents. Mismatched information, distorted details, and perfectly woven medical records concealed a horrifying truth. But it didn't stop there. As Ashley dug deeper, she discovered an old safe under the floor, hidden under a thick layer of carpet that she had never seen before. With patience and a little understanding of the locking mechanism, she opened it. And what was inside made Ashley's blood run cold. A series of confidential documents, photos of murder scenes, investigation reports, and gruesome forensic conclusions, all directly related to Martin. More than just a fake medical record. Martin was actually an uncontrollable killer, a monster wearing the perfect cover of a successful man. Ashley was shocked to discover that Martin had been diagnosed with severe antisocial personality disorder, commonly known as a cold, emotionless psychotic syndrome. Completely lacking empathy and the ability to control behavior. But what was even more horrifying was that he had been the prime suspect in a series of brutal murders across many states. With such a brutal and cold-blooded manner that even the most experienced investigators were terrified. However, thanks to his sophistication and ingenuity in manipulating records, falsifying documents, and his incredible ability to cover up, Martin escaped punishment spectacularly, leaving no clear traces, making himself an innocent person in the eyes of the public. The victims in the recorded cases all had a special thing in common: they were either people who were close to Martin, or people who accidentally learned the secrets he was hiding, or simply people who dared to confront him in the business world or in their personal lives. Each case, each death was disguised as an unexpected accident, a mysterious suicide, or an unexplainable event. Every detail in the pile of documents was strung together like a complete puzzle, revealing the true portrait of Martin, a cold-blooded killer with a perfect facade that no one could suspect. An indescribable fear surged in Ashley's heart when she realized that all this time, she had not only lived next to a murderer, but had also unwittingly become a part of his cover, caught up in his sophisticated psychological game without knowing it. Martin's unexplained disappearances, his secret phone calls in the middle of the night, the tiny bloodstains on his shirt that she had previously considered harmless. All of them now appeared clearly as undeniable evidence. Ashley understood that if she hesitated or showed any weakness, she or someone close to her could be the next person on Martin's victim list. But she also knew that exposing a dangerous person like Martin was not an easy task, because he was not only intelligent and sophisticated but also willing to kill anyone who threatened her secret. Determined not to let the crime continue, Ashley began to plan a counterattack. She quietly collected all the files, took pictures of important evidence, studied each document meticulously, and at the same time maintained a cold attitude as if nothing had happened to avoid alerting Martin. The time that followed became a series of extremely tense days for Ashley. Martin. With his suspicious nature and murderous instinct, always observed her every action and smallest expression. Every look, fake smile, and careless word of his contained lurking danger. However, the more Ashley was pushed into danger, the more she became tougher and more courageous. She proactively contacted people who were involved in the murder cases that Martin was involved in the past, and found the only surviving witness who had been lucky enough to escape his hands. Despite threats and covert pursuit from the forces that Martin controlled, Ashley gradually revealed the truth. She collected enough evidence, statements, and forensic conclusions to expose Martin's true face to the public. Finally, the moment when the truth was revealed came. What Ashley announced shocked the entire community. And the authorities immediately began to reinvestigate Martin's entire past, suspicious connections, and mysterious deaths that had been overlooked. Martin faced the risk of being arrested, facing charges of serial murder and sophisticated fraud. However, the battle between good and evil did not stop there. Martin, with his cunning and cruel nature, still finds ways to hide, fight back, and turn himself into a victim to continue to conceal his crimes. Ashley understands that to truly bring down someone like Martin, she needs perseverance, sobriety, and most importantly, not to let him see the fear in her eyes again. The journey to expose the murderer disguised as a successful businessman has just begun, with countless dangers, increasingly sophisticated and fierce plots and tricks. Ashley will have to face life and death choices, cruel psychological traps, and accomplices who are willing to sacrifice everything to protect Martin. But she knows clearly that only by bringing the truth to light and exposing the crimes can she truly be free, and save herself and other innocent people from the spiral of death that Martin has caused. Thank you for following this thrilling story to the end. Don't forget to subscribe and follow our channel to keep up to date with the latest news and unexpected shocks from beyond the gates. Goodbye and see you again.